Look, we've got a lot of audiences that will be either buying their first car, maybe, looking to buy a car. So what we wanted to do is ask you about what do you think is the perfect first car?
Oh my God, a perfect first car.
Yeah.
It's changed a bit since when I was buying my first car, but my favourite one, which again, for like car enthusiasts as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you can buy them anymore, but Lupo GTIs, or just say a Lupo, a Volkswagen Lupo. Everyone says it's going to be a girl's car, but I had one of these. It was so sick.
Oh,
look at that beast. Look at that beast.
I'm sorry. I guess we've been talking about too many high-end cars here. This is such a letdown.
You can get them in 1 litre.
what is that letdown? That is right.
Look at that
car, right?
That is a sexy car.
Yeah.
You can get them in 1 litre. You can get them in 1.4, and you can get the GTI, which is a 1.6. Look at that. Look, all you need to do.
Actually, I can see. Okay, you're giving me the vision now.
Lowered, wheels on, looks mental, and it's a small car. You can fit it in tiny parking spaces. The parts aren't that expensive for them. It's a Volkswagen. It's really well put together. They're reliable as well.
How much do you reckon it would cost to get a used?
I bought mine for £1,000. I don't know what. Do you know if they've gone up in value? I wouldn't be surprised because they're so good.
Really underrated car, right here.
You're raising the value with your words alone, mate.
VWs hold their value really well, though.
They do. They hold the value well. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, I won't buy a Lupo because it's expensive." They're expensive.
There we go.
For what they are.
$2,000.
How much are they now?
1.3.
1.3 there. $2,000 for the most part, though.
$2,000.
That's crazy.
And I bought one for $1,000, and when I was 17, I'm 31 now. So
go to the one that's like 1.7, 1.8 towards the top. How many miles it got?
That'll be a diesel, and you can get them in diesel as well. It's a great all-round car. $2,000. That's a 1.4. That's the one I had.
A 2000 reg as well. That's
2000.
24 years old.
That proves how good they are. That is a classic car.
How many miles on this thing? Does it say if you
54.
54,000 miles?
It's just bed in.
It's just getting ready.
What a car that is. Like, that's a throwback, that is. There's no room in the boot at all, but it's a mint first car. I think it's cheap on insurance, and then also to do your own work on, it's so easy to work on.
Yeah.
Volkswagens are quite an easy car to work on, and then they don't rust like a lot of the Japanese cars will rust and fall to pieces, but that is and it looks so good. That has got sex appeal.
Right, I'm gonna nip to the toilet quick.
Sorry.
I'm having a wank over this car.
It reminds me of the car you've seen In Between Us.
Yeah.
What's the car that he has in Between Us?
I think that's a Cinquento.
It's a Fiat.
Fiat Cinquento or something like that. That.
Pull it up, bro. That was a classic.
They're going to be like £700-800. There's no way.
This is it.
Yeah, that's it.
Now this is real. This
Cinquento or something.
Yeah, unreal.
Can you even? I know you don't see them anymore, though. Really,
I've never seen one of them on the road.
I don't actually think I've ever seen one.
No.
Let me talk to you about Nissan Sunny.
A Nissan Sunny. Oh, that's a throwback.
Pull up
as
a
well.
Nissan Sunny, bro.
Yeah. I had a Nissan as well.
Or like the first era of Nissan Micras when they were like round.
Nissan, Nissan Micras. They were bulletproof.
This is my first-ish car. I crashed my first one, but this is my first proper car I had for ages.
That's what I'm talking about.
1996 Nissan Micra. I bought it for 450 quid and it done 40,000 miles and it lasted me for 6-7 years.
Do you know what? They're really, really reliable cars and they're absolutely bulletproof, easy to work on. But they just don't look as cool as the.
It's not a good looking car.
I sold it during COVID. I sold it during COVID for, I want to say, 250 quid or 300 quid. I only lost 200 quid on it in 7 years.
Oh my.
And sold it to a micro rally driver.
Whoa.
Yeah, a guy raced micros.
He's razzing your Micra about.
That was
on YouTube.
That's like the original Micra as well. Like
that's the proper one.
Yeah, they like facelifted it after that.
Mine was red and all.
Yeah, it became even.
It talking about Proddy binning
actually
his
became
way.
even uglier. After
No, this is the one I binned. I put this into a hedge.
They're crazy cars. All my friends used to have them.
My mum had this car.
Yeah, are they 106s?
Yeah, the 106.
Yeah,
and I think it was a 1.2 I had.
Oh, do you remember?
Yeah, so they used to bounce around like mad. Like the rear suspension on them were crazy. Like, but yeah, everyone.
Proddy's there like, that was why mine went into a wall.
Yeah, I hit a tree stump and flipped it into a bush.
I'll blame the suspension. You'll be right.
Yeah, bad them.
What cars you've crashed? You've crashed a car or several cars.
I crashed. So the one car that I didn't buy crash damage was my Lamborghini Gallardo. Always wanted one, and again, it was just like an impulse buy. Like, really, really wanted to buy a Gallardo, and I didn't really think about it for the channel. I didn't think like, oh, this is going to do well on the channel or not. It's like rang up a finance company and it was like, can I afford this? They're like, yes, I'm buying it. So I bought it. It was like 10,000 miles on, and then I started adding twin turbos to it. I made it 1,000 horsepower. And I then...
It's like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it's insanely fast. And because the car's meant to be 500 horsepower and you've made it 1,000. It's not meant to go that fast. So, and I put like racing slicks on the back of it. And then one day I only drove it in the dry, and I drove it to the unit, did some work on it, started throwing it down, and I drove it home from the unit to go home that night, which I've done 1,000 times over. And as I was leaving a 30 zone to go in the 50 zone, I just kind of accelerated, changed gear, and as it changed gear, it just snapped me straight into a bush. I've gone into a ditch. I don't really know. You just startled. You're getting thrown around all over the place, and then I'm stopped. I'm like, okay, I'm in a ditch. Don't feel that bad because I'm all together and I'm not in pieces. I've opened the door and had a look at the car, and it was just in so many different pieces. It was smashed to bits, and I was like, oh, how am I not hurt? Didn't realize it was like 12 o'clock at night. Some people have come out of the house and saying, you're okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Just want to get the car out. And the car's sat in this ditch, absolutely in pieces as well, and it's really late. I then have to call, this person comes out. So I had to call the police at this point because of being involved in an accident. The police come out, and the copper recognises the channel.
Oh, no.
So he says, do you want to just leave it here? The next morning, we'll get a recovery truck to come and pick it out because it'll be cheaper that way. Whereas if you call a recovery truck at this time of night, it's going to be extortionate. But by tomorrow morning, it's going to be all over TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's get this car out. So we've had to call this recovery truck. They've come down at silly o'clock at night. The recovery truck drivers... Again, recognising the channel. It's just escalating. There was like two lads there which turned up on like mopeds, like young lads, and they're like, "Oh my god, yeah, Matt Armstrong has crashed his car." And I'm like, "Look, lads, if you don't post anything online, that would be great because I'm spending a fortune to get this out, and I want to be like the first to release it that I've done it." At the time, I've just released the Rolls Royce, and I was like, I don't want to then have to show I've crashed the Garda. It's just going to interfere with what I'm doing. I'll release it later. And got it back. I spent 1,500 quid getting it out of the ditch, getting it back to the unit, just a little couple of miles down the road. Next day, it's all over TikTok. So,
the little bastards, man.
Did they get a video of it?
They got video of it. So, and then I was like, now I'm going to have to post the video of me crashing it, and then moving on to that build series as well because it was like popular at the time, and everyone's tagging me, "Have you crashed your Lambo? Have you crashed your Lambo?" And I was like, right, how am I going to long this out? Because I haven't got time to film this video of me explaining the crash. So we started putting old video clips up of me with the Lambo to like sort of show that this TikTok was fake. So like people were like, he hasn't really crashed it. There's no way that's him. And then I was posting up stories, getting into the car still, saying like, okay guys, video's going live at 6, new video. So like people are like, hang on a minute, is in his Lambo? Like I had to kind of like extend it a bit.
Oh my God.
Until I could get this video filmed and out. And then we had the choice then of claiming through the insurance and taking my money out of the car. The car was scrap, like it's really, really bad, or rebuilding it myself. And I thought, after me rebuilding all of these other people's cars that have crashed, if I don't rebuild my own car,
it's a bad one.
Yeah, you've got to do that.
I've got to do it. So I have an attachment to the car anyway. So yeah, we decided to, with the insurance company, it was bad. Yeah. That's me in a ditch. That's the back of the car.
Those are like mods that you'd done, right?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't look normal.
No. So rebuilding the car as well, it's hard because a lot of the stuff is aftermarket, specifically made for that car. Like it's not come from Lamborghini. So it's a that's me just after the crash. Like instant reaction, just get the phone out, start filming. Like it's just
a real content creator.
Yeah,
right
like that was. I was like, I'm not getting out without getting the phone.
So you weren't injured?
No,
really?
I don't know how. Everyone was like, "Oh, you're gonna get whiplash the day after," but nothing.
Sweet.
I've had. Well, that's good at least.
Literally, so it proves how well built the cars are to have a crash that bad and not be touched. But they do crumple to pieces, but I think they're designed to crumple to pieces.
It's a safety thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And it's been fun rebuilding it. We're nearly rebuilt it now, but it's I just thought, I can't not rebuild my own car after doing everybody else's. A lot of people say, "Oh, you should just claim for the insurance," but if I don't do my own car, like, what's the whole point of me doing everything? But this was it.
So have you rebuilt that now?
Nearly there. We've just got it started and running for the first time.
Nice.
It just needs all painted and everything, and it's back on the road. But
good to go.
It's been a hard rebuild. Yes, Hannah comes to get me.
Yeah,
that's a lamppost, part of a lamppost. Yeah, me in the ditch there. I'm literally because I'm in my gym.
Mate,
I've
this is actually a pretty serious ditch you're in.
That's it, me.
Wow.
Did they make you pay for the lamppost? Like the council
we still haven't had the bill, but
it's coming.
With the insurance are covering the lamppost, but not the car. So we can choose between. We spoke to the insurance and they said, if I touch the car and it's in a different state to it was in when I crashed it. So if I start taking the wheels off and taking bits off it, then it voids your insurance.
Okay.
So I had to make the choice quite early whether I was going to rebuild it or not. But then the insurance can cover the cost for the lampposts and stuff, which are meant to be really expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's like $5,000 a lamppost or something stupid. Yeah,
I need to start making lampposts.
That's the move.
Yo, see that guy doing the bathrooms? We're going to do lampposts.
Yeah. So yeah, we've the insurers cover the lamppost and the telegraph pole, and I got the car on the ramp, which immediately voided the insurance. So I've just started rebuilding it, and it's been fun. Yeah, that's just picking up the lamp. The guys had to come out, chop down the telegraph pole. I've got to get it in neutral, and then they dragged it all the way out this ditch, and that's when you kind of see the extent of how bad it actually was. Like I can't believe it was that bad. Like when it didn't feel that. Yeah.
Mate.
Front end's gone into a post,
mate.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad, but. Yeah,
it is so impressive that you've just walked out literally like without a scratch.
Yeah, I thought I was dead. So do you know when you? I always imagine like, do you know when you die, you don't realise you're dead. You just, especially like an accident like that, you're just there. And then I was like, okay, I'm still here, and I've got out. And then do you know, because nobody's around, and it's pitch black in the middle of the night, I'm like, am I dead?
Floating about.
Then you're just like, because you're going through a state of shock. And then I've called my mate because who's just left. I say like, oh, can you come and help me? I'm in a ditch, and I'm like, okay, I'm not dead then, because he picked up the phone. So
just a quick chat, like, you're right.
Yeah, it's a crazy experience. But at some point, I had it in my mind that driving these powerful cars, it's bound to happen at a point. Like, you're going to lose control of it. Everyone say, oh, you're a bad driver. But if I'd have got home that night, it wouldn't have made me a good driver. Like, I drove that car plenty of times back and forth. It only takes one slip up and it can snap you. Yeah, that's it.